Alright, so hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Keen over at Ask a Jeeper, and today what we're going to be doing is teaching you guys how to change. So specifically on a Honda Civic, but the principle is all the same for a Jeep. We're going to be posting this on the Ask a Jeeper channel, but we're going to be teaching you how to recharge your AC system. What I'm doing is I'm taking my Honda over to Midas. I'm getting the refrigerant taken out, just because I don't really know how to take it out, because I heard it's pretty bad for the environment. So I'm just taking it over there because they know how to recycle it. But I take it over to Midas, get all the refrigerant taken out, and then what we need to do is go to AutoZone and get the manifold gauges. And also we need to get a vacuum to make sure we get all the moisture out of the system when we're recharging the AC. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have no refrigerant in your system before you take or you replace any of the lines or anything like that. So what you're gonna wanna do is you can either buy a manifold gauge or you can go to AutoZone and rent it. I just went to AutoZone and rented it real quick. I think it's like 200 bucks to rent it. And then you get your deposit back after you're done using it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hook up the two lines. You're going to want to hook up the red line to the high side and then the blue line to the low side. And then you're going to want to make sure that you have these sockets, and you're going to want to make sure these things are on tight. They can be pretty confusing at times, but you're going to want to make sure that they're on there and that they don't come off. You see how easily those things come off? And so you're going to want to make sure that they latch just like that. And so when you pull them, they don't come off at all. High to high, low to low. The caps will have an I, either an H or an L on them. You'll be able to tell. Then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and open the latches up and just make sure that you have no pressure. Make sure that there's literally no pressure in the system, so we're good. So that means that we can start pulling this all apart. What we're going to do, well, I guess now that we have it pulled out, what we're going to do is we're going to connect this yellow line to this middle nozzle here. Just hand tighten it. You don't need to go too crazy with it. Then we're going to connect this other side to this one over here and tighten it as well. Okay, so now once you have everything hooked up, just want to make sure everything's open. You want to make sure that these are in the off position. Before you do that, I just want to make sure that these lines are open, and then make sure that this is all connected. Make sure we're all good, and then find the on switch. All right, now we're just gonna let this vacuum run for a little while and let it get all the moisture out. 25, it's going down ever so slowly. We want to make sure that it gets down to 30 over there. So now what we're gonna do is I've turned the vacuum off. And we're going to let this sit for about 45 minutes to an hour. It's stuck on 30 right now, and I've left everything open. We're just going to see if any leaks or anything like that, because it'll show. It'll go up to like 20, 20, 30, 20 or 10. So we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and let it sit for an hour with the vacuum off, and then we'll come back. All right, so now that it's been sitting for about 45 minutes, we're good. I'm going to go ahead and shut these off. Go ahead, shut the vacuum off, take this line off, put this down here, get the refrigerant. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is screw on this adapter. Make sure you screw it into this yellow line as well. So that when you puncture it, the refrigerant doesn't come out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We've punctured that. We've turned this latch all the way down. It's been punctured. The line, what I've done is I've loosened it so that now that the refrigerant can come through this line. But now what you need to do, there's a little spigot here. It's like a tire inner tube. There will be air in the system. So what you need to do is just take something that you can puncture it with and make sure the refrigerant comes out. Just like that. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is turn the car on. We're going to want to turn the AC on low and make sure that the AC is on. Let's go and get it done. So So the reason that we want to do this is to make sure that the compressor will turn on once it has enough pressure. So we're going to go ahead and loosen up the valve over there and get it going. We're just going to open up this lower end. And then just wait for the compressor to kick on. Looks like it's going down. Like I said, you only want to open up this side. And mine takes about 19.4 fluid ounces of the HFC 134, which is just 134 like we have here. So, as you can see down here, the compressor is in fact spinning. Until it gets all the way down, until you can feel that this is empty. Mine's still going, so we're going to let it run for a couple more minutes and let it suck all the refrigerant in there. Okay, so this is feeling a bit empty. Mine thing is, so we're going to go ahead and shut this. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and close this as well. And then we'll be able to pull off the thing. Sucks this out. I have it hooked up to a weight. Have it in 20 ounces, so I only need about 6 of these. And so as it comes out, we're just going to go ahead and allow it to drain. I've opened up the valve again, so we're all good. Compressor's on, and it's going to drain slowly as it comes out, and I'll stop it once it hits about 12. The correct amount, all you need to do is just close this off, make sure that you've got this pulled off, make sure that the weight is all correct here. I'll show you what mine is currently right now. So it's about 13. The other one was about 12, so 12. So I got about 19. Which is close to what I wanted. So anyways, guys, thank you so much.